Okay, so here's the first podcast from IPAN 2016, and we have lovely Janne and Tess. And I would love Janne just to tell us what are you doing with this exercise, and then Tess can say what happened.
Cool. I'm Janne, and I travel all the world to ask people to draw a beautiful moment from last week, just to cheer them up and to see how happiness looks like across the globe.
You want to just talk about our drawing?
Please.
Yeah, okay. This is my terrible drawing of...
There is no terrible drawing. By the way, this is all about positive psychology. So what went well? What's good with drawing?
This is my drawing of some time I spent last week with my sister and my niece playing a game together. And it was wonderful and fun, and we had a lot of laughs, and we really enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you. Did you see how she lights up when she talks about the moment?
Yeah. Yeah, it was wonderful. It's good spending time with your family.
Yeah.
Thank you. So that's really the idea, right? So you travel the world and you see these people light up with their face, and that's really what makes this.
That is what makes this happen, what makes it work. Almost 8,000 people have now done a drawing in 29 countries.
Wow.
I'm still continuing working on the English book, so
awesome.
things like that.
Great project.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Thanks.
Thank you.
So just please remember, take a drawing, even if you do it with Janne, my friend, or with someone else. But it's really, the idea is to sit down and capture your great moment in life, right? Could be you doing it like from week before.
Yeah.
But can people do this like every day? Or?
Yeah, every day is what I do myself.
Okay.
I draw every day.
Okay.
And I always use the limit for a week. Because if you do that, then you need to remember the little ones.
Okay.
The little moments. And because you're remembering the little moments, you notice that you're much happier than you think.
Makes sense.
Because the big ones don't get you up in the morning, whether you graduated, yes or no. But that you saw a bird yesterday and will know that today you will see something else, that will get you up.
I think this is really beautiful. It really connects with so many exercises in positive psychology. It connects with the gratitude, as you said, right? And I was wondering, since my really research and my work, I rather use the research from our great researchers than to turn it into what can we do in our life. And I wonder, would you recommend people to create a habit out of this so that they can? Yes, okay.
The habit is the most powerful way to go. Daily is a good way. If that's too much for you, just make it a weekly habit. Every Saturday, for example.
Okay.
Just reflecting on your day, on your week, and remember what was good. Relive it. Drawing works way better than writing. Drawing works way better than writing, and that's because if you draw, you are going to think like, how did it look like? So you engage your senses again. And because you engage your senses, you are reliving the moment instead of thinking about it and analyzing it. And the reliving, that's the part which makes it so essential for happiness and why it works way better than writing.
Right. I was wondering because I have I actually have like over 60,000 online registered users. Yeah. And I have a lot of, folks on Facebook and so on. But I'm also doing a lot with, next month, like in a couple of weeks, I'm doing also a mindful parenting workshop. Cool. And I wonder for those folks that are watching parents, would this be something you would recommend that they maybe either do together with the kids until they figure out their own, or if the kids are a little older, maybe recommend this exercise so they can start doing this?
Yeah, and do it together around the kitchen table, because not only is it a great way to connect with each other, that's the most important thing, because then you're going to connect with each other on what went well that week and what went well that day. So you're talking about all other stuff than do your homework.
So it's almost like we can do this couple of things. We can connect this exercise from positive psychology, which is what went well, right? With the pictures, and then maybe we can do, I'm thinking, just please tell me what you think. I'm thinking we can do what went with the family, right? Because usually we focus on, mom didn't do this, mom didn't do that, right? And then what went well in your life as a kid.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That does definitely make sense. You can make subgroups about a specific team, like, okay, what went well on school today? If children have a problem with going to school, for example, and they hate it. So you can take specific topics, because then they need to think about it, what went well. and that encapsulates that spiral up.
Yes. So
And you want to be in that.
right. So two things. Number one, I know you said you traveled the world. I really just like if you can capture briefly, what was your experience by talking to people and capturing these moments. I just want like personal experience, and then what is the next step? Where are you taking this?
Yeah. The experience with all the moments is that there are wonderful stories of people. There was a guy in New Zealand who really took his time, and then he showed me his drawing. He almost started crying because he had drawn how he sat down by the fire and read his first Father's Day card. But he hadn't seen his daughter in 28 years. They lost each other, and now they were back in contact, and she sent him a card. And he thanked me with tears in his eyes for helping him remember, and asked me afterwards if I wanted burnt chicken soup.
Wow. So you think that basically now he's back with the daughter, and definitely has to do with this exercise that he did?
He is definitely far much in touch with his feelings. I met a suicidal guy in Denmark who I was collecting, and somebody said, Janne, I just met a guy who says he is going to commit suicide later tonight. Wow. Do you want to come with me? And I didn't really feel comfortable, but the least I can do is listen. So we walked up to the guy, and he was pacing around, Kelvin, and he didn't have anything, he said. But we kept on talking, and then he started sharing about his childhood and what went well in the childhood. And one of that was that every morning they would listen to the song on the radio. And I asked him, can you sing me that song? So there Kelvin sat down in the class and was singing that song. And he didn't do a drawing, and I don't know what happened next of him. But just in that moment, he was feeling that joy again.
Wow, that's wonderful. I certainly hope that moment saved his life. And that's
I don't know.
Of course. And then, so what are you doing, rather not me? What's the next step?
The next step. I'm taking this. First, I just arrived in the United States, so I'm going to do a whole tour across from here to the West Coast up and then back to the East Coast. So please follow me on Facebook, seizyourmoments.com, or Instagram, seizyourmoments too. And furthermore, I'm going to make a book out of it, and I give talks and sessions about this because there are many great lessons to be learned from this travel. And I just want to share it with people because it's stupid if I keep it to myself. So many people can benefit from it.
It's about helping others.
It's definitely not about us.
Right.
And I am so fortunate that I can do this because so many people are helping me and supporting me, over 500 people by now. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, so this is basically, giving it back. Giving it back to the community, giving it back to the people. It's really wonderful. So really great time, Janne. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This is Janne and me at the IPAN, International Positive Education Festival, having a really great time, and soon we'll be hearing from more folks. Again,
cool.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And now we're going to do a short station in my car.
Yeah.
And maybe, just maybe, if you guys want, maybe we'll do a live podcast out of doing that car.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.